Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni, over the last 7 days, has written 4 letters on his Facebook page addressed to his so-called grandchildren, a term he uses to refer to Uganda's youth as a term of affection and a reminder of his authority. While Museveni's diehard supporters still see him as a freedom fighter deserving of his 3 decades in power, many of Uganda's youth population who have known no other leader see him as a patronizing, disconnected and aging leader who is failing to address their concerns. Halima Athman reports from Kampala.
At the peak of election clashes this month, 74-year-old President Yoweri Museveni took to Facebook to address the nation's youth. In a series of letters, he referred to young Ugandans who spearheaded protests over opposition arrests as his grandchildren. Museveni mentioned comedian Richard Twanje by name. Twanje says it is time for Uganda's elders to listen to the youth.
So the youth that we see that have caused a political storm, that have shaken the status quo, are the youth that have cared and dared to elevate their mental position on matters development, politics and economics.
It's appropriate that Museveni, who has ruled Uganda for more than 3 decades and could rule for life, should reach out to young people. More than 75% of Uganda is under the age of 30, the youngest population in the world, and many are growing tired of their aging leader. But ardent supporters insist the president takes the younger generation into account and should not be blamed for all of Uganda's problems.
President Museveni is not a youth, but in his programs, in his policies, in his undertakings, he has created space for the youth relevant issues to be undertaken by the government. So that is the totality of leadership.
But Uganda's youth are looking to a leader half Museveni's age, Robert Kyagulanyi, the musician-politician known as Bobi Wine. Authorities charge Kyagulanyi with treason, seen by many as an attempt to stem his growing popularity.
Bobi Wine has the capacity to attract the listeners, first of all. Then he has the capacity to deliver the message. And he has the capacity to deliver a message that fits in the thinking of the young people, that the future is ours. The future is not theirs. And it makes sense. If you are 75, what future do you have?
But while Museveni said he would address youth issues such as unemployment, he cautioned any political violence would be met with deadly force. Halima Athmani for VOA News, Kampala, Uganda.